Hey guys, Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, helping you raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to start a new series, more of a vlog style. We'll call this Volume 1 of Who Knows How Many. I wanted to bring you just more personal pieces of my life, opening up and being vulnerable and sharing with you what life is like in my season. And I have been getting the guidance to just share with you what life is like in this season. In fact, the term speak to your season is what's been coming to me. So as I mentioned in my last video, the energies have been pretty intense. Realizing that some may watch this at a later date. This is the end of July, the last day of July 2021, coming up on the 8/8 portal. Very intense astrology, very intense world events, and very intense personal events. So I have recently taken the plunge into the exit of the corporate world so that I can pursue my life's purpose. Everything that I speak to you guys about is what I have learned up until this point and even what I am currently learning. So I thought I would share with you sort of what that looks like in my world. So I have been in the corporate world for close to 20 years. I'm dating myself, I know. It was enjoyable for a while when I first started, way back when, fresh out of college, naive in a good way, just excited to make a difference and do something that matters in the world. I got into product development and thought, I'm going to develop life-changing designs and we're going to have clean water and clean air, and very, very ambitious, very, very naive. And of course, as most people realize, when you get into the corporate world, it's all about the return on investment and the margin and what kind of profit are you going to bring and how much did you increase it, and very ego and greed driven. And so, I will always be grateful for every lesson, no matter how difficult. Everything that I've experienced or anything that we all experience is exactly what we need to bring us to that next lesson in that time. And so at that time I felt that maybe it was the company, so we switched companies and that didn't work, and well, maybe it's the income level, and so we'll move a notch up and see if that works. And of course it's taken 20 years to come to the point of realization that it's not going to be cured by anything outside of me. In fact, nothing will be cured by anything inside of us. The answers are within. So early June, I decided to take the plunge and leave the corporate world, and definitely stepping out on a limb, not knowing where my income is going to come from, and yet living in faith and resisting the fear. And that is definitely a consistent need that the fear wants to creep in at any given moment and ruin not just the moment, but the day, the month, the life. So staying vigilant with thoughts and being persistent in creating that high vibration and keeping my eyes on God and knowing that what I need will come, remembering that He takes care of the birds and we are His children, even more important than the birds. And if He's going to make sure that they are fed and cared for, He's going to do the same for us. So the first few weeks were great. I was excited to be home with my kids, spend the summer going to the pool, grounding all day, getting lots of vitamin D and sunshine. And without going into the details, my early life has been very challenging, and there was not a lot of joy or a lot of cultivating of the high vibration in my younger years or even in my adult life. And so I was really excited. It probably took a good 6 weeks for my joy bucket to be full. I woke up one day and I was like, whoop, I kind of feel like I've been topped off. I've had enough fun. Not that we won't need more fun, but there just came a time where it was time to do something else other than just having fun every day. So that was good. It was a good experience. It's been very, very healing. I am also going through a Chiron conjunct Sun transit, which is considered the wounded healers aspect. In fact, Chiron conjuncting any of your planets can bring you to a sort of a wounded healing experience. I was expecting more of a physical ailment or an injury, which is what a lot of people go through. Sun is your physical body or your personality, and I guess now that I'm saying that, I realize that this experience has definitely been an injury to the ego or the personality, having to let go of that corporate persona and denying the ego the ability to say, I make, a good income and, I can buy my kids whatever they need. And that's all well and good, but when the corporate world is sucking the life out of you and killing your soul, it really isn't worth it at the end of the day. So I'm also a Cancer moon. Your moon is your emotional state, your emotional environment, and Cancer is the sign of the home, of nurturing, of feeling safe. You just think of a crab. The crab can crawl into its shell and go into hermit mode and be perfectly happy. So that means my home is very important to me. Having a beautiful, safe, comfortable space, being all squishy inside of my crabby shell. I'm not crabby, but the safe place, being comforted and homey is very important to me. And certainly also being a very nurturing person and a natural mother figure to my children, it's very important that I provide them a safe home and a clean, stable place to come home to and know that they feel safe. So also going through the eclipse nodes transiting the 12th house. And so the 12th house can be your house of your subconscious or your fears. And so add all of this together. And what does that mean? That means I'm going to have to face my biggest fears, that there may be some wounding that will lead to healing. And so I'm sharing this with you because I do believe, even in this difficult moment, that the system that has been set up is very unhealthy, and it is in a sense a form of slavery, and that there has to be a way out. And so I'm going to navigate this with a lot of faith and trust and a little bit of trepidation, maybe even more than a little bit sometimes. But I want to share the journey with you so that hopefully it can help give some of you the confidence to do it someday for yourself and show that it can be done. And while it's challenging, it's not impossible. And essentially I'm in a place now where kind of burned that bridge and now I have to build a new bridge. It's a little bit like building the car while driving it, which is not exactly ideal, but we're going to figure it out. So the challenges that I have gone through in the last few days are coming to terms with the fact that I am going to have to let go of my home. I am going to have to downsize. It was very difficult when I first came to that realization, but now 72 hours later, I've come to a place of acceptance, surrendering all attachment, and knowing that it's going to be easier on the other side. So I probably have another month or two in this place, starting to look for new places. My heart races even as I say that. So just wanting to share the journey with you and prove now that you can see me going through this, that on the other side is going to be something amazing. And I'm a good bridge builder, so it'll be awesome. So that's my moment of vulnerability. This is very hard for me to share, so please be gentle in the comments. As always, I am here to help and support anyone who may be going through something similar, even if it's just, a friendly ear. If you need coaching or you need me to look at your astrology chart, I'm happy to do that. I have been studying astrology for over 10 years, so I'm happy to help in any way I can. As always, you can reach out to me, Rebecca at vibementor.com. Otherwise, you can visit my website, vibementor.com. Again, I will reiterate that has historically been geared towards education and SEL, but I will be changing that shortly. But there is a contact form there if you want to get a hold of me that way. So, if you have it in your heart to donate and support, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I am here to help in any way I can, free of charge, temporarily. So, I love you guys, and I'll be back again someday soon with episode 2 of Rebecca's vlog. So, take care, and namaste, friends.